The Roaring Kitty is back. Benny Digital is back, and the stock market continues to be rigged. A day late, April 14th, 2024. Terrible, 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 but oh my goodness. This little bouncing bull bomb. We caught a 5x, 500% trade on the runners. Now, if we would have held the entire position the entire way, man, wouldn't be making this video. Be out drinking Mai Tais on the beach. But that's markets. You never know what's going to happen when you enter here. That you're going to get 2.5 strikes to end the session. But here's how you could have crushed it using the rigged AI options trading system, the only one like it on the planet because we made this thing from scratch. Look at the open. Who cares? Volume, 70%. Are you even looking at that thing? Who cares? We go to the middle. What's happening? We are just sitting at the blue line. And when we ping pong at a strike, bounce between 2 strikes, we're really only interested in chasing direction that it breaks. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. We want to stick with tradability. This is like strategy. What could, what may happen during the session regarding price action. So we're telling you, do not trade before 1300. Did you miss anything before 1300? I mean, we went up a little bit and then right back to the blue line. That is mean reversion. Only trade bulls below the blue, negative PS, bears positive PS. All right, so we get into the final. This is right after 1300. That is a bull below the blue line. Negative PS, max gain, 471%, or a little bit higher if you bought lower. And here's why you could have bought this thing lower. We look at this thing. Oh, look, let's fix our win rate. 1304, 36% win rate. It's okay. It's a bull below the blue, so we took it. MDA, that's max drawdown average. Now, this is not statistically significant in any way. P is 0. But seeing that, like, hey, if we're going to take this trade, low win rate, we want a lower entry price. And you were able to get that, and that is how you pulled off a 500% return in one session. Not the best alert by win rate. That comes a little bit later. We get to 1433, and look at this thing. Look at this thing. 55.56%. P says edge, which means most likely these statistics, whatever you want to call them, under Komodo, are reliable. It's going to win on average 55.56% of the time, which, if you were unaware, is like it's like a coin flip, right? The max drawdown on this was 14% in 3 minutes. It runs straight to 136% in an hour, and that is a perfect alert, perfect trade that is using the rigged system. So even if 1300, you didn't want to take this one, you get one that's 55% and it returns over 100% in 1 hour. That's amazing. That's incredible. That's what this thing was built to do. Tradability says bears positive PS above the blue. So you're thinking, why don't I trade this one? Why don't I trade it? It is above the blue. Well, here's why. We go to candlestick mode. These white candles, let me see if I can turn all these things off. Oh, these white candles, man, we went up in that minute. That is a rippy. You were getting a full dollar in, 10 minutes, something like that. Objects in motion, stay in motion, Isaac, whatever said that. And it's very similar in the market, especially with these 0 days. This thing gets going. This comes in, you're like, man, we just moved up $1 in 10 minutes. What's stopping it from moving another dollar? And then it does, right? It does. You never want to step in front of the train. And that means, trading a bull when we're nuking or a bear when we're going hawk mode. And it's just ripping straight up. Get up here, you're looking at the bull up here. You're late. Late. You're up like 1.5. You're thinking we could go to 3. 3 is probably the maximum. Decent trade. Here, late. Overall, it's just incredible example of the system working. We're telling you, 1300, don't trade. The first alert, killer. Next one, killer. That is using the system. QQQ, I think even better. So a little bit different because nightmare mode and we are above the blue, right? We're looking at 1300 and what comes in? Well, you get a mix, right? You get bulls and you get bears. So remember, tradability first, Komodo second. And then Komodo's all this stuff right in here, right? In this center medium mid module. Say that a bunch of times fast. Here we go. 1329. This is a bear above. We are telling you that the win rate is 12.50% historically. Same time, you're getting bulls. 55.56% with edge. Same thing here, right? So even though this is a bull above the blue, we go to Komodo second. Which one do you prefer, right? 12.5% win rate or 55.56% win rate with edge. And if you took the first one, there's a 7% drawdown and a 400% return. Second one, let's look at this one, 1348. Right? Comes in a little bit higher. Right? And this is it. Under the strike, you're above 444. If you're just patient, as soon as this comes in, right, you're just patient, and you literally just wait 1 or 2 minutes and get this below the strike, in the trade immediately, and biggest mistake you could make, selling a little bit too early, which we did, again, because we are not good at this. And we're okay at the system. But trading is always going to be the hardest thing. Because here, you're going to think, oh God, it's going to go down. It's going to crush us. But it didn't this time. And that's why we leave runners on to catch the most of the move whenever possible. And it's like, guys, look at this. We get up higher, win rate goes down. I mean, these did decent, but they aren't as good as 55.56%. Wait a second, and then you're getting 200 buying and holding until the end of the session. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you do it. Nightmare mode on tradability. Wait till after 1300. Told you 55% win rate. A little bit more than coin flip. You take it, you're instantly in the trade, you win. We go back to SPY. Bull below the blue. Maybe you didn't want to take that one. Understandable. Very scary situation. Looked like we were going to nuke further. But you get the same thing at 1433. Practically no drawdown and 136% in an hour, or 13.56% buying and holding. But if you get to 100 and you don't sell anything, you will not be long for this game in this world. Keep it extra frosty. Tons more video content coming out. Did you miss us? We missed some of you. We will see you in an hour or two for today's CPI slow grind pump. Very hard to trade, but on the public account that we stream to the Discord, members only, not you free lurkers in there. We are green on green. Always lose small, sometimes win big. Stock market is rigged.